Hello friends, this is Dr. Nilesh Mehta from the Windy City here in Chicago on a beautiful April afternoon. I'm going to talk about the mental aspects of the game of cricket and sports in general. I would like to divide this topic into 3 T's: talent, technique and temperament. There are other experts who are going to talk about talent and technique. I'm going to focus more on the third T, which is temperament. And to kind of discuss this topic in a short period of time, I'm going to divide it into A, B, and C. A is adaptation, B is belief, and C is compartmentalized. So what do I mean by adaptation? Adaptation is something that a cricketer or any sportsman will have to learn during their career. A classic example that I would like to share with you is of Sachin Tendulkar. In Australia in 2004, when India was touring Australia, Sachin Tendulkar was having a rough time getting out on the offside. And he did not perform well in the initial part of the series. So in the Sydney Test match, Sachin Tendulkar decided to adapt himself. How did he adapt? He completely eliminated the cover drive, strokes on the offside, because that was a stroke that was getting him out. So he adapted to a new Tendulkar for that particular Sydney Test match. He scored a double hundred. Adaptation by Tendulkar worked very well. B is belief. What do I mean by belief? Well, everybody has a certain amount of self-confidence, but the example I would like to use is there of Sir Viv Richards. When the West Indies team was touring Australia, Sir Viv was facing Lenny Pascoe, the fast bowler from Australia. He was bowling bouncers after bouncers to Sir Viv Richards, and he would, avoid those bouncers. And he was able to navigate them, but he kept on bowling. And the umpire went to Pascoe and said, "Lenny," and from the other end came that booming voice, "Don't stop him, Max." Pascoe kept on bowling bouncers and Viv Richards kept on dispatching him to the ropes for boundaries and sixes. That was the belief of Sir Viv Richards. Yes, Tendulkar and Richards were both extremely talented cricketers, but it was their adaptive ability and that self-belief that took him to that. And that is very important for any young athlete in any sport, is to adapt yourself and to believe in yourself. The C was the compartmentalize. What do I mean by compartmentalize? Well, one has to have that ability to separate yourself from the world. When you are playing a sport and you're giving your 100%, Sunil Gavaskar, India's test opener, would miss deliveries outside the off stump from certain bowlers. And what he would do is he would stand like this, look at the wicket, almost like in meditation. He would focus singularly on the pitch and build up his confidence and face those deliveries comfortably. That is how he used to compartmentalize himself from the rest of the world. Almost like meditation or a yoga, if you will. But that was his strength that he was able to bring out. So, as a doctor, I have been placed in many situations of tremendous pressure. I try to give my 100% every single time to every patient I see. And sport is no different. Every time you play sport, whatever sport it is, but here we are talking about cricket, is that you have to give yourself 100% every single time. I'll give you a short story of Vijay Singh. Vijay Singh won the green jacket when he played the Masters one year, and he was struggling and went to his son, and his 10-year-old son just gave him one advice. All he told Vijay Singh was, "Dad, trust your swing, trust your ability." So My message to all the young kids who are taking up cricket or any other sport is adaptation, belief, compartmentalize in your own mind, develop that inner strengths. You don't have to have the talent of a Tendulkar or a Lara or a Viv Richards. Not everybody is born with that. But if you can improve your technique and use your temperament properly, I bet you will do very well in whatever you do, in any sport you play. Thank you.